Hello everyone, welcome to the Autobahn Indoor Speedway 2019 Summer Ironman. We're about to go green with the Le Mans start. Here we go, running across the line, jumping in my cart, looking to buckle my seatbelts as quickly as possible. Looks like Nick kind of pushed on the gas right before, so he kind of spread it out a little bit. So it looks like I get out ahead. Tyson jumped a spot at the start, so now he's second and the race is on. As soon as I jumped in the cart, I could tell there was a flat spot on one of the tires and it was hindering my overall speed. My goal now was just to hold off Tyson for as long as possible to prevent him getting around for the lead. We're already coming up on some back markers. Thankfully, Chris lets me by. Get around another back marker. The pace is quick and I know Tyson's right behind me. Going wide into 3 to set up for the corner, but Tyson snuck up on the inside and now he has the lead. But as soon as that happened, the carts went to speed 3 or something, and don't really know why that was. There was no yellow flag out, so not really sure why all the carts slowed down right there. But now we're back to action, and now I'm trying to get back around Tyson. I don't think I'll be able to get back around Tyson in this cart, so now my goal is just to hang with him and not let him increase the gap. this point, it looks like Tyson and I were in our own little battle with the rest of the karts in their own battle behind. I'm hanging with him right here. He's got the little bit of extra edge. There was no weights per se in this class. This was the first time we've ever done a weighted class. So what we did is we weighed every driver in the driver's meeting, and we took an average of that to determine who's in light and who's in heavy. Because we had two drivers that were 97 pounds and 122 pounds, that really brought the average down, and I was almost in heavy. I'm glad I made it to light because this was where the real battle was, and the whole reason for the light-heavy split was so that the heavier guys can have a chance for a win. So as you can see, I'm hanging with Tyson right here. The gap hasn't really increased that much, except on the straights right here. He's getting a little bit of an edge, but I'm able to take that back down in the corners. My goal right now is to drive this kart until my pit window opens up. This race required a 2 pit stop minimum. It's a little early to pit right now, so I'm just kind of stuck right now in this kart until my pit window opens and I'm able to get in another kart. Because this track is so short, you can easily lap people. Because this track is so short, you come up on lap traffic really quickly, which that can either hurt you or help you. As you can see here, he slows up to let Tyson by. I'm on the outside. I gotta hang behind him. He's really slowing me up right now. Tyson's getting away right there. I'm gonna try and squeeze in right here. Thankfully, he scoots over. And now I'm back on the gas to shorten that gap to first. That driver really held me up. As you can see, Tyson is already back around Chris, and the gap is getting bigger and bigger. Alright, into the pits. I'm the first one to pit. I decided to pit now because my kart was just not what I wanted it to be. As I pull into the pits, the marshal is signaling the wrong pits by mistake. Thankfully, I knew which lane to pull into. Grab my transponder, run down, look for a marshal. He tells me to get in 37, hop in, put my transponder on, buckle up, put my visor down. I'm already on speed 4, so as soon as I get my belts buckled, I can head out.
Hey, it ain't no fence on this car.
Wow, look at that. Tyson's also pitting, so this race is really close right now. I get out ahead, so let's see what I can do in this kart. As I come back around on the straight, Tyson's just now getting out. Let's see if I can put him a lap down. The sad thing is, as soon as I got in this kart, I knew it wasn't good either. It was actually worse than the first kart. I knew if I stayed in this kart, Tyson was going to get all the way back around to the track and lap me for the overall lead. I decided to stay in this kart for another 10 laps, but then I was going to short pit this stint. Look at that, Tyson's gaining on the straights, which means this kart is not up to par and my lead is slowly diminishing. I gotta do something quick here. The gap to Tyson is just increasing, and I'm not happy with this kart. I decide to short pit right now to get in the better kart. Raise my hand, I'm coming into the pits. That was only about 10 laps. Pull into the pits, jump in my third kart of the race. Kart 23 it is. Let's see what it can do. Attach my transponder, get my belts buckled, put my visor down, and head out. Jump in the blend line and enter the track right behind me. I could tell this kart was much faster, I just had to get used to the handle. Oh, getting a little loose there and shaking my head. So I didn't really know where I was right now. I didn't know if Tyson had pitted with me or not. I don't think he did. I short pitted, which meant that I was going to have to try and drag this stint out to the end of the race. Pitting another time would definitely put me a lap down and would hinder my chance for a podium. So my goal right now is to drive as fast as I can and manage that speed throughout the rest of the stint to the checkered flag. I did notice that this kart's steering is just a little bit heavy, meaning that all these corners was really putting a strain on my biceps. Marshall is signaling the halfway point. There's 15 minutes left in the race. Like one of the back markers has stopped on track. There is no yellow flag, so let's keep pushing. can see Tyson just out of the corner of my visor, so I'm just pushing as hard as I can. I know there's an overhead projector ahead, but it's too distracting to focus on that and not driving, so I'm just focusing on my speed to maintain my pace. This event is definitely a workout. If you think driving 81 laps in 30 minutes is not tiring, you're wrong. At this point, I was really starting to feel it in my arms. All this left and right hairpins and this tight steering was really starting to put a strain on my body. Also sliding around in the seat and coming around the last corner, I was starting to feel a little tender spot on my left hip. At this point in the race, I did feel the kart start to slow in power. I'm still trying to manage the speed and keep up the race pace, but the kart is slowly starting to die on power. Every time I make a turn, I'm scanning the track slightly to see if I can spot Tyson. I don't know where he is at the moment, so I'm always on the lookout. Because of this, I do a quick glimpse up at the projector to see how many minutes are left in the race. Didn't quite catch it this first time, so I check again. I do need to make sure that I don't run this kart dead. I need to finish this race out on this dent, so I'm trying to manage my speed around these corners. This is where the strategy comes in, because if I pit again, I'm definitely going down a lap. That's definitely going to hurt my chances to podium, so I need to stay in this kart till the checkered flag. I'm just watching the time to see how much is left in the race. I'm slowing down just a little bit to conserve my speed. I don't want this kart to die, but I do not need to pit, so I definitely need to baby this kart to the finish line. By this time, the kart is really slowing down right now. At the end of the race, I looked at my average speeds. The lap times were in the mid-20s throughout most of the race, but as the race went on, towards the end, this kart was actually dipping into the 22s, and at one point it was a 23. So this kart is definitely slowing down. I'm starting to get a little worried. I'm not really sure where Tyson is right now. I know there's just a few minutes left in the race. I just need to hold on till I see that checkered flag. My kart is so slow, I have to let one of the back markers through. White flag. I'm so glad this race is almost over. I can't drive this kart anymore, it's too slow. I'm hopping in the kart just to get a little bit more speed over the finish line. I don't want this kart to die. As you can see, I'm going super slow right now. but I crossed the checkered flag for the win. This race was fast and overall pretty clean. No yellows, which meant there were a total of 81 laps in 30 minutes. I'm so thrilled to have won the second Ironman for the year. What a great feeling.
What you think? It's pretty fun, wasn't it? Woo! It's a lot, dude. 30 minutes is kind of like too much.
What happened was at the beginning, I was going turn by turn and squealing every time. And then on the last 10 laps, I started blinking the course. I was like, I can actually go fast.
Good fun out there,
It was
buddy.
fun, wasn't it?
Someone ran me into the wall right up there.
Oh
He
no!
just straight ran me into.
You're alright?
Yeah.
You've driven the alternate turn before. Turn once. You can just like break.
Like, 3. Your car's like
Brother's racing.
About 15 minutes.
The last cart I was in,
You pitted twice. Didn't you? Yeah, you took.
I short pitted because the
That's right.
first time.
Your
As soon
car
as,
went 20 minutes.
as soon as I got, you
went
could
10
tell
and 20.
because towards the last couple laps, it was on speed 1.
So he went down to what'd you go? He went down to 12 minutes. He had 3 minutes on you. And I thought, well, that'd be the difference if his car failed.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was slow out there anyway, and you were leaving me, so I was like, I'm just gonna take a gamble.
What happened? I pitted the first time. I get a cart. It's fast.
How many laps did you get?
So, all right. So I pitted the first time. That cart was fast.
We did 78.
Second time
Woo.
I pitted.
Hey, no yellows this time. Yeah, I know.
The second time I pitted, I was like, this car is slower. I was like, the car I had before this one was faster. Man, that's a good run.
Hey, real good run. Y'all can have the race.
I couldn't keep up with either one of y'all.
Oh, really?
I was racing him the whole time. That's the only person I was
Oh,
racing.
dude, good job. Good job. Good job.
20.394. The record's mine.
That's it. You got it. 20.3 is amazing. That's congratulations, dude.
I saw a minute 50 and I was like,
Track record right here.
Oh, that was you had just I was
2/10 ahead of me.
y'all got a minute. Y'all got a minute. Y'all got a minute. All my light guys, let's go to the podium.
Thought it was a good race. I wasn't really sure how that was going to turn out there for a little bit. Third place. Woo! Fast time of 20.511. Finishing 3 laps down, Nick Johnson. Second place. Fast lap of 20.605. 2 laps down. Bison. Woo! On the podium, number 1. Fast lap, 20.546. Double laps, 81. Michael Norris.
That about does it for this event. If you think this is exciting and you want to get involved, get on the Autobahn website or call your location and see if they have any events coming up real soon. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos to come, and I'll see you on the track.